What up, y'all? This is the Axe Mode Podcast, Throwback Thursday, Segment 3. We are showing you Season 1, Episode 3 today with Trip B, our very first guest. My name is YT Rhymes. I'm joining you from Terrace, BC, Canada, and I'm always with my co-host,
Mr. East from Fox Cities, Wisconsin. Hope y'all doing good today. Got a great throwback for you today with the one, the only Trip B, one half of the Bario Brothers.
Yes, sir. By the way, Behind the Grind is also live right now. So if y'all got some time to switch back and forth, head over to the Grind Mode Cypher channel, check out some of Behind the Grind, and make sure to come back and give us some love too.
Hell yeah.
So I just wanted to give a special shout out to Lingo for hooking me up with this t-shirt for winning the August merch giveaway. So shout outs to both Lingo and AOK of Grind Mode Cypher.
And on an unrelated shout out, thanks to Grim Moses for the Calistro Records cassette tape and shirt. That was dope. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hell yeah. So without further ado, Grind Mode Cypher has got a brand new Cypher series going on right now.
Yes.
Mr. East, why don't you let them know about it?
All right, we got another fucking killer one produced by Evil Dead, Tour for Life Volume 1. It is a killer, so you better get ready. I ain't even going to say who's in it. Y'all are just going to have to see. We also got Volume 2 out there, so y'all going to have to check that out. Definitely dope as well.
Tour for Life, Grind Mode Cypher. It's a brand new Cypher series right here on the Axe Mode Podcast.
Grind Mode Cypher. Tour for Life. I'ma spit the sickest 16 bars y'all never forget. Y'all are useful, but I don't fuck with you. Check or check. Talk shit, but y'all is better respect. And y'all forgot we playing chess. It's crunch time. I've been popping with the rap. They heard a couple songs and they think they know me. Of course I'm a rap, but really just came to drink and smoke weed. Covering it. I drop shit, dipset. Everything I said so real. You want beef, then your head goes spill. When I reach down like I'm Ed O'Neill. Confident, but y'all call it bragging. Cause I'm spazzing like the kid in class was mom's off the wagon. So set the game out. You probably sling fuck. Tell me on mic, you a big factor. Technically got a knife, but don't got the hit factor.
There's so much nonsense a brother gotta listen to. I'm focused on myself. You keep hating, I got shit to do. That money calling, gotta answer when I'm in the booth. I had a lot to sacrifice, but this is what I'm meant to do. Everybody acting like they better, making bigger moves. Nothing really happening, they acting. I'm living proof, different tunes, different vibes, put you in a different mood. Let me get this through. What you talk, I really do. I'm strategic, I create the perfect strategy before a lesbian turns first out of tea. And I've adapted to the pain this world has. Some of you mad at me, cause the burst it comes naturally. And you just keep putting in work, but nothing's happening tragically. That's how it goes when you whack MCs come after me. And I'ma catch a charge like a battery.
They lack preparation, their lips running an instant. Then they show up to the war defenseless like a newborn infant. When it comes to the love, I'm always extending my hand. Everything that comes from the root will eventually branch. Go out on a limb, die off the nine, food from the source, break off from the base, death in your first physical stone. You got weak connects, so we know the plug ain't right. They're all pussy, I'm glad I got my foot game tight. You say we're free, I say they're taxing our dreams. Some of y'all are scanning copy like a fax machine. If I body you, it's a Bruce Lee dojo moment. Pay for the service lines and put your logo on it. Fucking with my family is a no-no, homie. Get at him on the low-low, I don't need the po-po on me. Dudes, I've been paid them, the rules I've been breaking. Underground is my home, send me the Tomb Raider. Time to flex in this game, it's a death scene. Squeeze to your next knees, you hanging like Epstein. Scratching for more, using next speed. Bitches, y'all just another whore in my wet dream. So any boy, I'm ready to annoy, I'm your pet peeve. And I'm so high, y'all can soar in my jet stream. Perfect form, can't ignore me like a hex stream. I'll settle the score if you ever second guess me. Cause I'm the urchin with a serpent's eye. And it's urgent you drink a serpentine with detergent. Why? Cause I'm a surgeon making certain every person dies. And you can't stop me, sacrifice 30 virgin lives. Remember the name, Bleak Taylor. The mic slayer slaughtering these beats. Vlad the Impaler, grab your inhaler and take a deep breath. Cause when I'm done be nothing left.
Welcome to the danger zone, where bad rappers get smacked, gotta send them home. I'm ZMC, came to ball and gotta claim the throne, and show these dudes that I'm daddy and I'm back home. Bumping like the trap phone, shining like the sun, make me feel like Devin Booker. Y'all can never hold me, you can hear the how I cook it, deep fry to fry y'all. When I rap you see a shook one, they look me in the eyes and see greatness, time to book. Son, a problem with the shit, he take the game like a crook, son. They can even hold him like Kobe in the fourth crunch time. I clutch mine real smooth like a Porsche, hit the horse, no polo, got the flame like a torch, move solo on these dudes. They should never try to test me, I'm lethal with this chip on my shoulder, so respect see, cause I pop and take my shot. But D can hold me, I'm young with a tray like hot. Professor OG, this pen's heat cannot stop. Y'all can't control, see, I chill back, smoke y'all top, and puff for OZ. I'm focused and I want my spot, top of the pole, G, and 10 down and will not stop. Y'all get to know me.
I do it for the love, never cared about a check stub. Never butt heads with butt heads, I just headbutt. City leaking red stuff, looking like your neck cut. Sneaking through the mess and keep like shit that's messed up. And for my next son, I'ma get belligerent, get high as a junkie, shooting on a scissor lift. My attitude is fuck you, stupid, I don't give a shit. Walking with two birds, Tyson making pigeons kiss. I stay vigilant, any beat I rap over, say I ain't nice. You full of shit like a bag stoma. I raise the flames on hard shit like a crack smoker. Sharp as razor blades, so many lines I can act sober. You owe me dough, you better hand my cash over. I want every single nickel back, fuck Jack Kroger. Even if my stats low, I spit so heavy. If skills paid the bills, I'd be rich already.
Hell yeah. Grind Mode Cypher Tour for Life Volume 1, produced by Evil Dead. Make sure to head over to Grind Mode Cypher, catch some behind the grind, hit that subscribe button on the channel, and hit the bell right next to it so you can get notified every time that Grind Mode Cypher drops brand new content for y'all. Mr. East, before we get into episode 3, why don't you, actually, before we do that, y'all know this is the Axe Mode podcast, and we always want to show love to our viewers and supporters. So I want to give a quick shout out to Brian Penner, Willie P, Jeff Kleiner, who's joining us on Wild East, and Mike Kilberry, who's also joined us on the show today. So thank you all for joining us today. Now, Mr. East, before we get into episode 3, why don't you let the people know a little bit more about Trip B and the Bario Brothers?
Trip B and Behind the Grind?
And the Bario Brothers.
Oh, and Bario Brothers. All right. So Bario Brothers is Johnny Concepts and Trip B, both Grind Mode affiliates, really good friends. You might as well call them brothers at this point. They just dropped their first EP, really dope, called the Super Bario Brothers. Right now, they are doing an episode called Behind the Grind, well, a show called Behind the Grind, where they showcase people who are affiliates of Grind Mode and what they're doing and, you know, kick the shit with them, get a little bit of laughs and, you know, just talk about music and share ciphers and, you know, share the art form. You know, that's what they do. Similar to what we do, share the art form.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to Trip B and Johnny Concepts. Thank you for what you do on Behind the Grind, and thank you for supporting us as well. We appreciate you, gentlemen.
Yeah, much love to Trip B and Johnny Concepts and the whole Grind Mode Cypher family. If y'all are joining us, then much love to y'all. We got Donnie who's joined us on the YouTube channel. Thank you, Donnie, for joining us. But before, let's get right into episode 3 from season 1 when we had on the Axe Mode podcast. What up, Facebook? My name is YT Rhymes, and this is the Axe Mode podcast, and I'm with my co-host,
Mr. East. Hope y'all having a fantastic Tuesday. Let's get into some great news today.
Yeah. We had Sunday Night Grind on Sunday. What happened on Sunday Night Grind?
Let me tell you, again, another week of great music. We even had an instrumental in there. That was very nice. Yes, and great advice given. A lot of love. Thank you, Comment Squad, again, for sharing the love. I had to catch half the episode on the rewatch. Thank you to everybody who's showing support to Grind Mode on the rewatch. You guys are awesome. It means a lot to everybody who's involved. Thank you.
Straight up, shout out to AOK and Lingo. I only caught a little bit of the show myself. I had just come off 2 podcasts. I had to grab some dinner. I was starving. But shout out to AOK and Lingo. I'm sure there was amazing music on there. Shout out to producers as well, making it on the show. If you're a producer, make sure to submit your beats as well. I'm sure they'd love to hear them. Speaking of beats, Lingo just released his new beat pack today, right?
Oh yeah, no, $10 you get. Yeah, it's great. I bought the $20, 30 beats. That's a phenomenal deal. If you are a person who likes a variety of beats, these ones are great. I bought the first beat pack, great beat pack. This one's definitely a step up. You can tell that is, man, I love it. It's classy. Yeah, it's classy. It's moving. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you're an artist out there, make sure to hit up Lingo or hit up AOK and ask them about the 20 beat pack, the 30 beat pack for $20, or the 10 beat pack, 20 beat pack for $10.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. That was a perfect sound note right there.
Right.
So yeah, other things, grind mode related. We had a Maze Overlay album review.
Yes, the Grind Mode's first album review. I watched it. I thought it was great. Maze Overlay tuned in, got to preview the whole album. I paid for it under Wild East Promotions. Let me tell you, the $200 was well spent. Got to listen to the whole album. People in the live chat, you guys are great. Thank you for your feedback. You know, Maze appreciates it. Thank you, Maze, for tuning in. That was awesome. Salute to you for that. I noticed another person, Wax Pack. Salute to you for tuning in. Luke Seymour, a couple of the Global family tuning in, and everybody else who did. You guys rock. Maze Mondays. So there's 7 songs. So for the next 7 Mondays, you can catch each track being released on the Grind Mode channel. Hop on over to the Grind Mode channel and type in Maze Overlay album review. It'll pull it up for you. Definitely a great watch.
Yeah,
and if you're interested, definitely reach out to AOK and Lingo and talk to them about an album review. I think it's great exposure. It was fun. It was great. They had fun. They were excited doing it. You can tell. I mean, even the people who were tuning in were interacting greatly. It was great. It's a good time.
Yeah, it's all love. It's all about love. So make sure if you've got a album review on a project, and you'll get some great exposure.
Absolutely will. I think Dodie Unknown was actually considering doing one in the future.
Yeah,
so on that stay tuned for that.
Yeah, and make sure to check out Maze Overlay. He's a super dope artist.
Yes, the album Retro God, recently released. Definitely a great throwback with some new vibes to it. You will love it. Lyricism, beat production, it's all there. It's phenomenal.
Yeah,
it's a piece of art.
Yeah.
Make sure you go over to Bandcamp and buy that album. Support hip hop. Speaking of that, any songs recently that you enjoy listening to Maze Overlay while we're on the subject?
Retro God Project. Honestly, I bumped it myself. It's a super dope project. I highly suggest it to any other artist out there who's looking for some inspiration. He's a super dope lyricist, and highly recommended.
Absolutely. What we got going on in the global world right now?
Battle Axe Global. We've actually got a few updates. Lee Rocca hit us with Kit Kat. That was actually submitted to the Sunday Night Grind.
Definitely. I forgot. There's been so many that I've watched. I got to remember which episode it was. But once I do, I'll make sure to do a follow-up post on the episode in the comment section.
So make sure to check out Lee Rocca's new single, Kit Kat, on YouTube, Spotify. It's on all platforms. And we got D-Day the Scorpion. He's got 2 new projects coming up by the names of Vibes and Blood and Sweat. So make sure be on the lookout for that. His most recent release was the Floatin' single.
I need to check that one out.
Yeah, the track is called Floatin' by DJ the Scorpion. So make sure to check that out. And also, we had Axes Up on Sunday.
Oh yeah. What was talked about on there? I missed most of it.
Axes Up podcast. We actually had Willie P from Thailand, and he came on to talk to us about the dance competition that's going on in Thailand with Koken.
Nice.
He's also a hip-hop artist himself, so make sure to check out for Koken and that dance competition. You can check it out on Willie P's Facebook.
He's shared some cool videos with me of what he does. Like, dude's got moves for sure.
Yeah,
definitely worth the time checking out.
Yeah, it's a super dope throwback, and they do some wicked dancing. It's a crazy art form. It's a throwback to some great break dancing that happened in the 90s, and they kill it.
Oh yeah.
I'll make sure to check that out. And also, Willie P gave us an update on the VGHL League.
Yes, we're shooting for an actual season this year, and artists out there in Grind Mode, Wild East, or in the Battle Axe Global community, please get a hold of Willie P. Harrison on Facebook or Willie P on Instagram and let him know you're interested.
Yeah.
And if you're looking for advertising or marketing, we're considering redoing some things on the boards this year, so look forward to that. There's open markets, exposure for people, artists, other charities. I'm personally excited to see who participates this year in that.
Yeah, for sure. And also, we had our Battle Axe division leader, and he was talking to us about his family. He's got a new kid on the way, and
congratulations.
Yeah, he's kind of put music on the back burner a little bit, but he's still been DJing on the side, kind of waiting for everything to settle down. And then
he's got a clothing brand, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Yeah. Sorry, I totally slipped my mind on what the name of it was.
I think it was 20 Large.
20 Large, that's the one. And they've got some dope designs. You can check it out on OzzyHipHop.com, OzzyHipHop.com. They've got some of his designs. And yeah, just search it up, 20 Large. It's all one word. And you'll find his designs. He's from Australia. So yeah, support him in these hard times.
For this to be over and actually grow even further.
Yeah, straight up. So another thing I wanted to get into is the Sleep Sinatra album.
Yes.
I know that you just copped that on the vinyl.
It is Divine Nation. It has the features, a maze overlay on there. Definitely a great song. I was a huge fan of the Downers. It is definitely just a unique beat. He actually produced the whole album himself under the name Sinai. So very unique, very interesting methods that you just probably don't see a lot of producers do these days, and that's a really unique vibe to it. Definitely.
Yeah.
As always, most people don't hear of artists from Nebraska being talked about. He's an artist from Lincoln, Nebraska, and he always comes with lyrical precision, like always interesting beats, whether they're made by himself or somebody else. He's got great features. I think it's either 17 or 18 releases right now. I own a fair share of them, not gonna lie. He also has physical copies for sale. Dude's real humble and appreciates the support. I love to see Grind Mode do an album review of his new album. I think that'd be great.
Yeah. So, Lingo and AOK, if you are watching this, make sure to keep that in mind for your next show, y'all.
Oh, and speaking of Grind Mode, on that note, tomorrow, Secret Sessions Volume 21, produced by Boomtac, will be released. Keep your eyes open for the notifications on YouTube for the premiere. As always, ample notification time and always great music. Definitely tune in. Live chat's always kicking off, even if it's a small or a high amount. Always great people to talk to. Definitely tune in and have a good time on that. I always do when I catch it. Absolutely.
Yeah, so and also make sure to stay tuned to AOK's page for any more updates on the Raise the Bar competition that will be returning
Yes, it's to
in the
be
future.
announced at this point.
Yes.
AOK is going to be relocating to a pretty cool place. I heard LA. It's pretty cool. Definitely a great scene for music.
Yeah.
Definitely a competitive market out there for sure. A lot of great people too.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity for him.
Get him in
Um,
touch with some of the global family out there.
yeah, I believe it was linking up with Colada down there.
Yeah, Colada
Yeah, yeah,
helped him out get a spot. Like salute to that. That's what family does. That's respectful.
yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. Salute to Colada for that.
I always respect artists doing great things outside of music. That was one thing I really liked about Behind the Grind today is, there's things about artists that maybe it's not music that you like. And I know this is a topic that you and I have talked about, but they do amazing things.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not always the music. Sometimes they're great business people or they're they they know how to teach people or they got great aspects in certain areas of knowledge for people or a great life motivator, a lot of cool things out there that people do off the microphone. That's pretty cool.
yeah, yeah. Super dope. So they also just they just released their upcoming um their cipher schedule.
Oh, the cipher schedule?
Yeah,
Yeah. Um, the one that I shared with you, correct?
yeah,
Yes, we will be talking about that with each episode that comes out over the next week. And each one of them, unless it changes, will be the following day after we air to talk about global and grind mode cipher. So stay tuned to what those announcements can be. I'm only going to announce them week by week. I think that's fair. Nobody likes jumping the gun and then having a change if that does happen.
yeah.
Let's see. Behind the grind, what was something that you enjoyed about today's episode?
Today's episode was super dope. I like how they dig deep into what the artist is all about. One episode I really want to highlight was episode 8 with City. There's a
Yes, that was a good one.
Yeah, there's a segment around I think it's 18 minutes or something. Where they're talking about struggles with writer's block.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, and it was really dope how they showed him love and what it's like to go through writer's block because I've shared the same struggle, right? Like, it's sometimes it's not all about what you're trying to write, it's that you're being too hard on yourself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I myself tend to be overcritical with things that I do. I overthink
yeah,
them and then I just sometimes have to step back and just
yeah,
leave it alone and reapproach. And usually when that occurs, like it's very beneficial. So it is a very important thing whether you're a writer or it with any art form that you do. This block comes into play and never underestimate stepping back and taking a fresh approach. That's for sure.
yeah.
That is for sure. Right. Let's see. What about that soon to be out to view on grind mode Suntown beatbox set?
Yeah, yeah, out of Thailand with Willie P. Shout outs to Willie P and Suntown. We checked out set one. Set
Yeah,
one was
10
super
takes.
dope. Yeah, it was
Yeah, it was
super dope.
awesome.
Yeah, it was super dope.
Freaking great variety.
Yeah,
Great variety. A lot of man. I couldn't even do that in a million years. That's amazing.
yeah. I can't wait to hear what Lingo and AOK have to say about it when it gets to them.
I'm really excited to see what the live chat has to say about it.
Yeah,
I'm excited to see what Frankie V thinks. I know he really appreciates beatboxing.
yeah, man. I do too. it's really
Yeah.
dope. It's really dope to see like all these crafts starting to come back. Like
Oh yeah.
breakdancing kind of faded out there for a bit, beatboxing kind of faded out. Like it was always there, but now it's starting to make a
It is. It's
prominent
making a
impact.
comeback. Like physical copies of music, vinyls are coming back, CDs, cassette tapes are
Yeah,
coming back. Like that's so cool.
yeah,
Let's step outside the digital world for once.
yeah. That was
Definitely.
it was kind of wild to like kind of live through it. Like I remember when I was a kid, like I grew up with vinyl records and tapes and
Right.
stuff like that. And then we got out of it. We had the CD, we had the MP3. Like everybody was all about the download the MP3 and burn it on a disc. And now
I don't
we're
know
in a
which
season,
one's
right?
more inconvenient, a physical copy interruption on music or digital interruptions on music.
Well,
I
I
don't know.
think I think that's the thing is, like the vinyl record it was more cherished rather than
Oh
a
yeah.
CD. Like a CD was always found in the trunk of your car or something like
Right.
yeah, in the
I
door.
love vinyls. I got a stack of them right behind me of artists that have been on grind mode and supported through Wild East promotions.
Yeah, like everybody that I've ever known to own a vinyl, like they always cherished them, right? Like they kept it
Oh yeah.
clean, like they weren't throwing the case across the room, right? Like
Although, I mean, when I was a kid and I didn't appreciate the value of a vinyl, they did make some pretty awesome frisbee discs. So I'm not gonna lie. I just hope my kids don't do
yeah.
that.
Oh,
Let's see
we got Brittany Robertson in the chat here.
what she got to say.
She
Good
said,
afternoon, Brittany.
yeah, good afternoon, Brittany. Thanks for joining.
I'd have to say it's a combination between the Play and Sleep Sinatra's album release this week. I thought that was pretty cool. Since I really try to promote a lot, most of the time the artists that I talk to are in global one way or another in grind mode. That was really dope. Let's see. On that note, let's see. I really enjoyed Law of Attraction.
Yeah,
That was pretty dope. Like
yeah,
I really liked that. That was
AAATX.
just fucking ridiculously awesome. Let's
Dancing beats,
see.
man. Dancing beats always got some fire.
I've really been enjoying listening to a lot of beats this week. I mean, I won't say anybody's better than the other. It's just I don't know. Always in hip hop, it's great to explore. You know, keeping the hot part moving in hip hop.
Yeah,
That's always fun. I'd have to say that's the second biggest thing this week is just exploring like the lyricism and then the instrumentals that producers make. It's been a great week.
yeah.
I There's so many. And speaking of that, happy to announce that Sir Justin Anderson of the Nebraska division made a promotions page called Resolutions for
Yeah,
Indigenous Hip Hop Artists and Culture.
yeah.
So
Make sure
we'll
to check that
definitely
out.
be sharing more about that. So far, we got the Snotty Nose Res Kids that have agreed to be supported by him, and that's a trio group.
Shout out
And
Snotty
then we
Nose
got
Res Kids. They're actually from Kitimat, BC, which is about an hour
yes,
out of where I'm at, in Terrace, BC.
nice, nice. I'm still getting familiar with them myself. I know Brittany has shared some of their music with me in Messenger. And then there's an artist that was on the Sunday Night Grind that Brittany submitted. What was it? Let It Be. His name is Let It Be. He is supported on Resolution Promotions. It's a deep song. Sacrilege, I believe, was the name of the song. And let me tell you, it's great. It's moving. I liked it. Even the way the guy pitched his voice in and out of the song was pretty cool.
Yeah,
The voice
I
pitch. Yeah.
actually did a show with Snotty Nose Res Kids in Kitimat at the
Yeah,
zoo.
how was that?
Yeah, it was actually really dope. I mean, they're really dope guys. They're hype on the stage. They showed me love. So shout out Snotty Nose Res Kids from
Hell
Kitimat.
yeah. Looking forward to getting into more of their music then, for sure.
Yeah.
And we got a couple more. He's got a couple more artists that he's in contact with, so that list will grow. Also, we do have Wild West Promotions, headed by Tanya of the Colorado division out in Springs. They also have an entertainment business called Hayes. I believe it was Hayes Entertainment. And definitely we'll keep everybody updated on concert info going around with their entertainment business. Definitely got some great music preferences out there on that page as well.
Yeah, so make sure to check out Hayes Promotions and the Resolutions page
Yes.
for further updates on that. So, speaking of Behind the Grind, we've got our special guest today joining us. He's the host of Behind the Grind, who goes by the name of Trip B.
Oh yeah, let's bring him on here.
He is one of two hosts of Behind the Grind. We're just waiting for him to connect here.
No worries. There we
Yeah,
go.
baby.
There we go.
Yeah.
How you doing today, brother man?
Yeah, good, man. Good. How about yourself?
I'm doing fantastic. Rocking the custom-made Axe Mode podcast shirt made by Lingo. Salute to that.
Yeah.
And the snapback. Got rock snapback. Can't go wrong with that.
That's dope, man. Yeah, I was just setting up the little backdrop here. I got my Brawlers Inc. merch. I got my
Nice.
I've got the product of America. I'm ready to rock, baby. Let's go. Axe Mode, baby.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Let's do this.
Hell yeah. Let's do it. So, first thing I want to bring up is Behind the Grind itself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Talk about the process, how it became.
Yeah, sure. So me, Lingo, and AOK, we were just pretty much spending some time, at the casa and just running some ideas back and forth amongst, some creative like minds. And AOK was really stepping up with the creative process. Lingo is very busy. He does a lot of mixing, mastering all day long. He's working on a lot of promo joints and contacting MCs and venues and whatnot. So he kind of leaned on AOK as his right hand within the past year or two to help him build and grow in different directions that he wasn't necessarily thinking. So we came up with a few mutual ideas, and after I slept on it a couple of nights, and then all of a sudden, man, it just popped into my head. Like I was just going through the wormhole on YouTube, finding some of my favorite artists' interviews, and I'm like, why aren't we doing this? So real quick, hopped in the chat, hopped in the Robot Club chat, we call it, hopped in there, said, Behind the Grind. It's an interview series. I'm going to ask questions to our favorite affiliates, and he just said, run with it, man. Let's go. So that's pretty much how it started. It was just a spur of the moment type thing. And here we are, episode 10.
Yeah, congratulations on another dope episode, by the way. How did you come up with the random shot questions? I really enjoy that part of your show. Like, it's just badass. I love it. It's fun and it's got great energy behind it. And it even makes me laugh most of the time when you guys do it. It's just great.
Right. Yeah, no, that was another spur of the moment type thing. Like we were just once I realized I was going to use Johnny as my co-host, he inquired about, if I needed somebody to, get him up. So I was in the process. I was going to do this alone, and it would have been one thing alone, but I think the chemistry that Johnny and I have, that we have from the years together in Grind Mode, and we've been doing live shows together for 10 plus years now. So the chemistry worked, and Johnny had a much better setup. I was already over there on Thursday nights, which is when we record the Behind the Grinds. I was over there on Thursday nights as it was, recording some music, and so we just went from there. And one night we were just looking for segments, and different questions to ask the artists. And I said, what about rapid fire? Obviously with the pun intended,
Right,
so
of course.
he goes, is that where we're going to have people rap? And I was like, well, that's, we also tried to have these artists. This is a little inside knowledge for you guys here at the Axe Mode podcast. Was I would love to have every artist come in there and spit a 16 as well. I think that would add to the show. Like,
oh yeah,
for an original, but like
I'd be down
it's
for
so hard to do over the Zoom because the lag and like I don't feel like the quality is there like as much as the artist would deserve the quality to be there if we were to just start rapping on this Zoom call right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just feel like every artist deserves a little more polish behind that. So when we brought Ohms in for episode 7 or 8, I believe it was, I believe maybe 7, we brought Ohms in-house because Johnny and Ohms have been working together as Sacred Nation. Shout out Ohms, shout out Johnny, obviously. They've been working together as Sacred Nation for years. So we brought Ohms in-house. He was able to rap the 16 for us or whatever, and it was dope. But yeah, the rapid fire, back to that, I got off track. But the rapid fire, random questions. Yeah, those are just thought of on the spot, and we regurgitate and reuse a lot of the same ones. But whatever pops off the head is usually funny to see. And like Johnny had one in episode 10 that dropped today featuring Knowledge. He said, I don't remember. He had a crazy one, like go-karting or the other one was very boring. And just to get somebody's reaction. Or like, yeah, like I made fun of him at the end. I said, watching paint dry or go-karting? It's like, come on.
Yeah,
Go-karting, bro. Like, but no, and then it's good times always. And it makes the art and it makes the affiliates get put in a position that they're not normally put in. You know, you don't usually get these guys thinking off the cuff or whatever. You know, we usually send questions or send this or send that, which I do to behind the grind. We let the artists in on some of the questions that will be asked, obviously.
Definitely.
But when it comes to rapid fire, man, when I send the question sheet, it just says rapid fire. That's all they get. So
yeah, just the segment name. Yeah,
right,
so
right.
I want to bring up episode 10, which actually dropped a few hours before we went live.
Yes.
It actually dropped at 12 p.m. Pacific time, so make sure to go check that out. It features Knowledge, and Knowledge just dropped his new single.
That was played, I believe, a couple weeks ago on the Sunday Night Grind.
Yeah,
It was.
It was a great song. I loved it.
Yeah,
It's
Knowledge
a
is
fucking glass smasher.
Oh yeah, facts. I like that phrase. I haven't heard that one. I like that.
I know. I try to stay original.
yeah. Yeah, so behind the grind is hosted by you and Johnny Concepts. So
Yes,
I
sir.
want to talk a little bit about Johnny Concepts. He just dropped an Ugly remix.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, he
which
did.
is a remix of a Rust track.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
and I checked
Johnny.
that out.
Yeah, Johnny was very excited. I got the sneak peek of the Ugly remix sent in my Google Drive, and I was taken back by it. He's been definitely experimenting with his style and his sound, which is always props for an artist doing that. Like, we don't want to stay in the same boat our whole lives unless it's selling. So if it
Absolutely.
starts selling, we're going to stay in this boat that's selling. But Johnny's doing a great job right now with learning his production skills and stepping those up. Johnny does most of his stuff in-house, whereas when me and Johnny collab as Bario Brothers, we send everything over to Lingo to have mixed and mastered. I prefer that sound for the boom bap type stuff. Now back to this Ugly remix. So Johnny was fortunate enough to get some lighting that he didn't have originally, right? So he wanted to set up, that was shot right in where we filmed Behind the Grind, by the way, for all you
Okay.
all right. So the video was shot where we filmed Behind the Grind, which is in Johnny's studio. And his cousin, I believe it is, like shoots videos professionally for a living. And because of COVID and whatnot, they're not doing much. So the cousin said, "Hey man, I know you're shooting Behind the Grinds. I know you want to do these music videos. Why don't you borrow these light sets and stuff like that?" So Johnny got his hands on those for a little bit, and like I said, he's very experimental. On it was great, and everything, the melodies and just the punchlines was fantastic, man. Shout out to John for that one. Yeah, go check it out. Ugly remix, Johnny Concepts. It's on his YouTube.
And also, speaking of Bario Brothers, you guys released a track with AOK earlier this year called Pearls of Wisdom.
Yes.
Make sure to go and check that out. Is that going to be off the upcoming project?
That's going to be on the Bario Brothers EP. Shout out to Ohms, who created the little artwork you see on Behind the Grind for the Bario Brothers EP. He created that. He's a graphic designer by day. No, man, I got off track. What was it? I wanted to shout out Ohms so bad. Oh, yeah, so the track, Pearls of Wisdom. Me and AOK were talking, and he was like, send me over something. I want to put a hook on something, da-da-da. And so I sent him the track. Oh, by the way, this track was produced from the Lingo Christmas Beat Pack, which was dropped obviously in December, hence the Christmas. He is also currently about to drop. I'm not sure if it's live yet. The Maybe.
He actually dropped it today.
Did he? All right. So whoever's watching, make sure you go check out the Maybe Pack. Johnny and I, beside one track, it's all from the Christmas Beat Pack that I purchased off Lingo. So, even I'm in house, man, I still support. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying
Absolutely. I bought the beat packs myself, both of them.
Did you? Yeah. See?
Yeah.
And that's how it's done.
Yeah.
That's how it's done. Yeah. I'm gonna try to get into this Grind Mode Familia thing too, is once I figure out my budget the next couple of months, I'm gonna try to look into this Grind Mode Familia to start support.
More involved with the Grind Mode family. For anybody who wants to say, oh, they're just money grabbers, well, you can just go piss off.
Yeah.
It's actually really good when you look at all that's available, and we'll be going more into that in depth next episode, because there's a lot to cover on that. It's really a great opportunity for you to get recognized as an individual. I myself will be participating for the shout out for my promotions team, like that's, even though they do that every episode, like they've gone over, like, we started building together. Like it's, you gotta share the camaraderie. You gotta grow together in all ways possible, so.
Yeah. It's a great way to get further exposure to any artist out there. So shout out to AOK. Lingo,
and who doesn't like free music?
And the Grind.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Right, exactly. Well, a donation for some music, 100%, man, 100%.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Familia thing. That was dope. The flyer's hideous. That's because it was made by myself. So that's why the flyer's lacking. Lingo is a little busy. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah.
Now, what was I going to say, though, about the track? Man, the whole Bario Brothers Pearl of Wisdom. There's actually another track that's out on YouTube that I really didn't. I accidentally let it go on the Spotify without realizing it. I really wanted to get a video shot for it first. Johnny and I are going to be filming. Yeah, Johnny and I are going to be filming this upcoming Sunday. So that'll be cool. It's called Final Boss, and it works in with the whole Bario Brothers scheme and things. So it's a really dope track. Lingo put some cuts in the hook for us, and I can't wait for that one to drop. That one's a room shaker. It's like Pearls of Wisdom was obviously a more hip hop to the roots track with knowledge type stuff. So and shout out to Johnny and AOK for putting that whole thing together. Oh, by the way, when I sent that to AOK, Johnny and I had the track done. We had a little Gary V intro on there. He's a inspirational speaker. So if you hear that track, there's a voice in the beginning. It's Gary V. Lingo and AOK actually put me on. Right. So shout out to them. When I got that back and the hook was done in the style it was from AOK, which it was perfect for that track. It was very repetitive and catchy, which AOK normally goes more lyrical and drawn out, which I love as well, obviously. But for him to collab with us on that and do something that he knows is right up my alley was just like he's a mastermind.
Yeah.
He's a genius, bro.
Yeah.
He's a sick genius.
Yeah, straight up. So I just wanted to congratulate you on episode 10 of Behind the Grind and 10 years with Grind Mode as well.
Yeah, nice. The dual numbers. Epic.
Right. Yeah. No, actually, me and Lingo go back probably about 11 years now. Obviously Lingo started in the early 2000s. I came along around 05, 06, but I obviously knew who he was right away. He's always been a big name in New England hip hop. We had a very revered radio station out here back in the late 90s, early 2000s who would run on Friday nights or Saturday nights, I believe. They would run a local battle rap section, right? So, and if you thought you were cool as a local rapper, you could call up your local radio station and try to get, and they would call you back if they liked what they heard or whatever. So Lingo actually won, I believe, or either won or came in second. And shout out to Focus and Lingo. Lingo, I need you to set this straight for me because I always forget who won. But you know, how cool was it, the scene back then when you had these type of outlets and stuff? You know what I mean? So Lingo has been known in New England since the early 2000s. And shout out to him for originated as a mixtape series. It was a song, it was a mixtape series, and then he looked at a bunch of local cats in the scene who were really grinding at the time, and like Nation, Espo, shout out to them, and they put together Grime Mode Cypher Volume 1. I don't even know if the first one was called Volume 1. Like maybe he didn't even intend.
I think it was just called Grind Mode, actually.
Yeah,
right? You know what I'm saying?
I think they just called them Grind Mode right at the beginning there.
Right. So here we are on how many ciphers have been shot, because that would be an astounding number.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh man, and how many
around, man.
Yeah, it's wild, man. And I'm very grateful to be a part of what he's done, and like being able to travel to these cities that I never would have stepped foot in otherwise, you know, and venues.
It's a great opportunity.
Yeah.
Gotta love the traveling, and then the love for showing up there, and then the random people that don't even rap that you get to meet. They're still solid people. Like,
absolutely.
Yeah.
It seems monumental.
100%. Hey guys, like, you know, at the end of this month, in a week or two, May 22nd, I believe, Lingo, AOK, and I are flying out to Dallas, Texas to start shooting some ciphers down in Dallas. Unknown, Oklahoma, to go reach out to the Syndicate family, which is Guns and Executive, who Executive's been featured on Behind the Grind Volume 1. We're going to go check them out and do a little cipher over there, a little barbecue, and just have a good time over there. So my point of saying that was, man, anytime you guys have some free couple of days, you're all more than welcome to come join us up, grab a hotel room, and come kick it with the fam for a few days, man. We'd love to have you guys up.
I would love to do that. I'm going to have to hit up my communication officer, the one who just started his Resolution Promotions page. He's out in Muskogee, Oklahoma.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, so I'm going to be moving to northern Houston area like here in like the next 8 months. So, you know, I'll be
yeah, right, exactly. So
yeah,
we'll definitely.
I got the farthest distance to travel. I'm up in Canada, so
right. Oh yeah, exactly. In DC, right?
Yeah.
So how many miles from Dallas, Texas would you happen to be?
Oh, quite a while.
He's easily over 850 miles.
Yeah, definitely.
Easily.
It's got to be more than that. I'd assume probably 2,000. No, 1,000 maybe. 1,000 miles.
Let's see if I can pull it up quick.
Yeah, you got a flight ahead of you, bro.
Yeah, that's a flight. Don't take the train either.
No,
right? I don't suggest driving that way.
So it's like a 4.5 hour flight from Vancouver. So
hey, that's not bad.
Yeah,
no, that's better than some flights in America.
That's an
I'm
hour
telling you because to Dallas is about that long for us, because Florida is about a 3.5 hour flight. So man.
We'll meet in the middle.
Yeah, for sure, man.
That'd be dope.
So I got a random question for you. Doesn't matter what genre of music. What's the craziest thing you've seen happen at a concert?
Honestly, I rapped about it. And the craziest thing I saw, besides like a personal experience that happened to me, or like a humbling experience, which in itself is effing crazy, right? We were at a venue in Salt Lake City, Utah. And this was during the Handshakes with Snakes tour, which I was able to hop on with Apathy and Self-Titled from Army the Third.
Yeah.
We did a 30-day tour. We did about 22 cities in 30 days. And we were at Salt Lake City, Utah. And if you check out Grime Mode Cypher Apathy Volume 1, my closing bar is I seen App punk that boy. I see Apathy is a Freemason, right? They represent Freemasonry, right? So we were at the venue and the DJ happened to have one of these rings on. and it's like an identity ring. You know, it's something that these Masons wear so that they can recognize each other, similar to a Grind Mode Cypher shirt, right?
Yeah.
Go cop to that. Right. So at the end of the show, you know, so at the end of the show, the DJ comes over to us as we're about to exit. We're like hopping in the vans or whatever, and the DJ comes over to say peace to App, and App notices the ring, or maybe he noticed it prior in the night, and he just inquires about, you know, his membership. And he says, I don't even know if I'm allowed to say this, but he says AM or PM or something like this, right? But he says like AM or ZM, whatever. So
yeah,
this DJ goes, oh no, my flight leaves in the morning, and I'm gonna be taking off in the morning. App's asking about what side of the Mason thing he's presenting. This guy's talking about my flight leaves in the morning, and that for some reason, Apathy turned so red in the face and got so extremely upset that we were pulling him away from scratching and punching this dude's face into oblivion. Like, I don't think I've seen somebody get so upset over. It was like he called his kid names or something like that.
Damn.
It was just so intense to care that much about something and be that loyal to something, and really speaks for itself as well, and the type of
loyalty to the bloodline.
Like, that's what it is.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Always do your research before you just take something like that at face value, for sure.
Hey, burning whatever, some handshakes.
At that point, you're just doing yourself a service.
Right.
Exactly.
Like, come on, man. Life's too short to be faking the funk, man. Just be yourself.
No.
Straight up.
Guys, you're going to get so much farther being yourself, whoever's out there watching.
Exactly.
You get so much farther being yourself. People are going to connect with you for who you are. You don't have to put up this constant facade.
Exactly.
You know, it's so much more comfortable. Trust me.
It is.
And
don't
be afraid to be yourself. Straight up.
Oh, yeah. Do not sell yourself short. Be you. Never compromise yourself. If you do, stop it. You're denying yourself a great opportunity. That's for sure.
100%.
So one thing, views now, and Johnny Concepts has got 750,000 views now.
Hell yeah! Congratulations to both of you.
So I had a question. Since you've worked with Chris Webby, Slain, and Blind Fury, what was it like to work with those artists?
Well, first and foremost, I had the relationship with Apathy prior. App was a great guy to work with, obviously, always. He gets a rep around local camps or whatever for being elite and mighty, but App is a really humble family man, takes care of business. Slain, I met Slain at the Bars at the Barbecue event in Lingo's mother's backyard. And we kicked it. You know, Slain was one of the first people there. I'm one of the first people there. A car pulled up, Slain popped out. Like, bro, we don't go live. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? I'm hanging out, man. It's a barbecue. Slain is legendary, man. Awesome. Fury, Blind Fury, really cool dude. Obviously needs some assistance when we're shooting the ciphers and stuff. Lingo is awesome with that. Blind Fury's people are awesome with that. Blind Fury's awesome. We shot the Blind Fury cipher in Bronx, I believe it was, about a year ago, and Blind was just, you know, in the middle of the crowd as we shot the cipher. He's right behind the artist spitting. He's smoking his stuff. He's passing it to us. We were engaged in a conversation. Now, mind you, when another MC spitting, I usually STFU and listen to the artist spit and give them respect. But when Blind Fury's trying to have a conversation with you and somebody's rapping, it's a different ball game. So, you know, unfortunately that day, sorry guys, I was having a conversation with the homie, you know, and same thing, funny dude, way like hilarious. I'm sure you've noticed that from his streams. They do the live stream. Shout out to them as well. Jones McShine, shout out to all them dudes. But yeah, man, Blind Fury, another great dude. And honestly, best of all, best for last, Chris Webby, man. Like, Chris Webby, same thing as Slain, came and hung out the whole day, you know, showed up early. Him and one other person walked around the corner in his life. And to me, being somebody like Chris Webby to just be able to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, 100.
Yeah.
100.
Badass.
Yeah.
Yeah, super badass. Brought the bottle of JMO. Had the bottle of JMO with him, was sipping it, you know. Super cool dude. Like, he's like movie star cool.
Yeah,
you know what
but
I'm saying?
That's the vibe. That's what I love about Webby. He's all about what he raps about. You know, he lives.
Facts.
You know, he lives
Facts.
that life. It's not just
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, Webby's a cool dude. Stylish, all that. You know, I like to think I'm one of the more, like, I don't have a style of any kind, but I like to think I can put myself together better than a lot of people. But like, until Webby comes walking in the room, and then you start looking at your shit, and you're like, oh man, I should have bought those kicks that I saw the other day or something, man.
Damn.
Webby's doing it.
Yeah.
Damn.
So shout outs to Chris Webby. Shout outs to
Yes.
Blind Fury. Blind Fury is super dope artist. I watched the Grind Mode Cypher Volume 1 with Blind Fury, and also shout outs to Slane, and actually special shout out to Apathy, who influenced me when I was in high school.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
man. I can also say on the Apathy tip as well, man, is that his boy and one of his best friends, self-titled.
Yeah.
Self-titled's dope.
Super
What
dope.
a great human being. He'll share the last little bit of his weed with you. You know what I mean? He's taking me out to restaurants at 2 a.m, you know, put your money away. Stuff like that, man. What a great dude. And
man, their collaborations, man, they're crazy dope together. Their chemistry is just nuts, man.
It's like they're stepbrothers or something.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah, no, it really is. It really is. I remember
they bounce off of each other, like it's hilarious. Like,
yeah, oh, it's wild.
Yeah.
Did you ever see the video they did? I stumbled across this now. Now, I hate to say this, but like, before I really met and got to know App, I knew he was a legendary underground MC, but I wasn't really onto his stuff like that.
Yeah.
And once I knew this tour was legitimized and solidified and that it was happening, I started digging.
Yeah.
And man, the stuff I came across, I was shocked. But him himself did this video. Little kid's birthday party, and they're just like popping balloons and like just making a mess out of the whole party, making the little kids cry and stuff. And it is the most hilarious. It has so much replay value just because of the video alone. And that's like, and I laugh about it every time because like that's how they are in real life. Like the story with App before. And, real quick, not to oversaturate it with the thing, but real quick, when I knew we were going on tour, I was joking about security. Yeah. And I'm like, so what are we doing for security at these venues or whatever? And he goes, bro, me and Self are 6'4", 240 pounds.
We are security.
We are the security. We're the fucking boogeyman. I think the first song back in high school that I heard with Apathy and Self-Title was, I think it was off the No Place Like Chrome album, Sound of the Clap.
That album is dope.
Okay, yeah. Wow. That's going back.
Yeah, that was around the same time I started picking up Vendetta Kings with Maze Overlay, Apparition, John the Baptist.
Yeah.
Fact. Yeah, man, Apparition's a dope artist himself.
Oh,
Maze Overlay, man. Shout out to Apparition. Shout out to Maze Overlay. That Retro God album review that they did for the Grind Mode channel, man. The album is fire. Salute to you for that.
Wait till you hear Border Kids in July. That album's going to be ridiculous.
Who's releasing that?
That's going to be Maze Overlay and VHS.
Oh, man, come on.
Yeah. Mason Graves got one coming out too with VHS. It's called The Summit in October.
Okay. Damn, these dudes don't stop, huh?
No.
Yeah,
like Maze Overlay put up a post.
Grind.
He's like, you're going to have to check out this one album, but you're going to have to wait 10 more releases before that. So you stay stocked. They all stay stocked. I'm sure Grim Moses is doing the same thing right now. Just writing.
I appreciate the hustle. I'm getting back.
Oh yeah,
hustle.
Hey, shout out to you guys for bringing up Maze and Grim on the Mo Ruckus.
Like I just
Oh,
want to say that live. Like
oh,
that
yeah,
was
man.
dope. They
Yeah,
both
man.
appreciated that.
I don't like to think I have too big of a head, but man, I was born in '84. I came up I came into hip hop at about '94. And it's all I've listened to. I don't fake the funk and pretend I'm that guy who's out there listening to light rock and I like all genres of music. No, I'm still that kid who I listen to hip hop. And if you're getting in a car, we're listening to hip hop, and and it might not be the style of hip hop that you're hearing on the radio today. So just so you know, and just so I know what good music sounds like. And similar to like, I like to think of myself as like I could play that A&R position of a record label, whereas like artists and repertoire, like I see somebody who has an image, I see somebody who can rap. The image is like a whole nother level, which is why I instantly thought and collected these artists together in my mind: Grimm, Maze, Mo, because Mo, and I know Mo personally, and you know
Mo is dope.
He's perfected that image. He is Mo Ruckus now. Like he is not his government. He's Mo Ruckus, and that's who he is now. He is completely embodied and taken in his style, and like he's grown up with it now. Like he's finally come into his own. And when I heard an artist like Maze, who has done that maybe a couple of years back, did you know that Mo had already heard of Maze? I believe.
Oh yeah. Yes. I have a feeling that in their circles that they have a lot of running back because through Vendetta Kings, I mean, they worked with Society of Invisibles to Bronze Nazareth to Killer Priest, Timbo King, Raz Kaz. I mean, so I have a feeling, you know, and that whole album when after they won the contest with Anno Domini, they did a whole album with him. So I mean, like I think there's even a song on SoundClick Invasion out there. Like they're on tons of albums. Like
SoundClick,
you know, so it doesn't surprise me that they know. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
No, not at all. And as a matter of fact, I don't know if you caught that on the Sunday Night Grind that just dropped as well, is that AOK mentioned knowing of these artists prior due to the Vendetta Kings Anno contest, in which AOK had won as well.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah, that's why I put that archive song on there for Sunday. I was like, oh yeah, okay, I'll put that on there for you.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, man. Shout out to AOK. He's been doing this forever too, man. And at a elite level, you know, and just getting sharper and more polished every day. Salute to him for that.
I found out about him through the Anno Domini contest as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they had AO had a record deal with them as well.
Yeah.
They did an album.
That was after he did All Day, right?
Won a competition, I believe, as Reverse. And they were able to do a 1 or a 2 or maybe even a 3 album deal, all produced by Anno. And and that was really big for them. They actually got like a movie placement with one of their songs that they've been collecting on up till this day.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we're all working, we're all grinding, we're all doing what we have to do.
Yeah.
You know?
We support the grind.
This didn't happen yesterday.
Nah.
Trees don't grow overnight.
It don't happen overnight.
Hell no.
That's right.
So how they say that at a mechanic shop, you know, I could get your car done fast and do it wrong, or I could take my time and do it right. Which one you want?
Yeah,
exactly. How long you want this to take? Well, you want it done right, you want it done wrong.
Yeah.
And that's
some seeds to sow.
Right. Facts. Yeah, you got to plant those seeds, man. That's what we all been doing. The 2.1 million, man, that's all lingo. That's all lingo putting me on these big name ciphers with artists who people are clicking and looking out for, man. That's not to mention, like, most of those views do come from the Chris Webby, the Slain, the Blind Fury, the Apathy and such, or the Daylight, which is at 100K. But you know, a lot of these ones with just the affiliates, man, 30K, 50K.
Amazing.
No,
Right.
speaking of just the affiliates, I want to talk of one of my favorite grind mode ciphers is the Ocean City cipher that you're
Oh,
on.
oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm on 2, but thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
first Ocean City cipher.
Okay, yeah, the first
Yeah,
one. Yep,
yeah,
yep. Was
yeah.
that the
That
one
one
that
was super
Lingo
dope.
starts, or is that the other one?
Yeah, Lingo starts out one. Yeah,
Okay, yeah. With
yeah. It's you.
Benefit,
Yeah, you Benefit and Craig Hopkins.
Craig Hopkins. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Shout out to those dudes, man. That was a lit cipher. I enjoyed it.
yeah.
I
That
actually
was
told a
super
quick
dope.
story about, why I'm wearing all black, and I'm wearing all black on a freaking 85-degree day in Ocean City on the beach, man. Nobody told me it was the beach. They said come to Ocean. I mean, I got a brain,
Ocean
right?
City.
Ocean
Yeah.
City.
Yeah.
Ocean City. Are we gonna shoot by the water?
Be
I should've
breezy.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
Man, go back and check out those Ocean City ciphers, man. Your boy is hot.
Yeah.
Literally,
straight
like
up.
you said, for a hot minute in Houston. I had a hot minute in Ocean City, bro.
Yeah,
It was rough.
your verse was dope on that as well.
Thank
Yes,
you,
it
man.
So
was.
salute to you.
Thank you, man.
So
Appreciate that.
before we wrap up here, Trip B, I just wanna pass the open mic to you. Do you want to give any shout outs? Do you have any projects coming up about the Bario Brothers?
Right, facts. No, I appreciate it, YT. Yeah, absolutely. Johnny and I, my co-host who behind the grind, we've been putting together this little EP while we were working together. We had some extra time, in between setting up lights and setting up Zoom meetings and stuff. You guys know what that's like.
Oh yeah.
Between doing all that, we had some extra free time where we just be sitting around kicking it, and it's like running through some beats, just listening to some beats, especially on the beat pack. Once again, shout out Lingo, and it's just like it started coming together flawlessly. It's beautiful. So I really want to shout out Johnny for helping me with this behind the grind thing. I don't know if I'd have made it this far without you, man. You big help. Shout out to obviously the legendary Lingo for getting me involved with this movement over 10 years ago and looking out for me constantly. Another real quick sneak peek is that Lingo and I were also supposed to tour in Canada with App himself on their Escape to Canada tour that followed the Handshake. Yeah, that would have been super dope. We would have seen I would have YT like 3 years ago. Oh, I see your cat. What's your cat's name?
That's a Savannah cat. His name's Loki.
All right, Loki. Here we go.
He's a big guy.
Oh,
He's
wow.
still got another year of growing to do.
Oh man, what a beautiful cat.
Big shout out to the cat.
I got mine over here. She might mess me up though if I try. She don't like being on cam.
Oh yeah. The camera shot.
Right. But no, man, shout out to you guys for real, man. I see you guys working and inviting me on here meant a lot to me, and I appreciate it. I'd love to come back on whenever you guys would like to have me, man.
We'd love to get you and Concepts on here on the same screen.
Yeah.
Facts. Let's do it. Let's do it. What night? I mean, like I said, I can get over there Tuesday nights like it is right now. I can get over there Thursday nights. We'll just have to be a little bit later in the day. I don't know. We could figure something out for sure.
Yeah, we can figure something out.
We'll work it
Absolutely.
out for sure.
In summertime, my whole schedule changes. So.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, I'm a foster parent, so I got this chain and shackle to a certain degree that I got followed.
Hey man, kudos to that. Hey, kudos.
Yeah, straight up.
For real, I was adopted, so when I saw the opportunity, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do this.
Pay it forward.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to. Every day.
Yeah, I didn't know that about yourself. That was a cool little nugget, man. Thank you.
I don't share too much about myself unless somebody asks.
Right, no doubt. That's what's up. Well, and now I know you got a Savannah cat too. Look at
you. Oh, shout out to Jocko. We're taking good care of your boy. Come over here and see him.
Hell yeah. That thing looks like a lion now, taking up the whole screen. What's up, Loki? All right, man. Hey, I'm gonna get back to it, man. The wife made up some nice veggie burgers and veggie dinner.
Oh, there you go. I'm trying to get on that lifestyle. It's a tough choice, man. Holy shit.
Yeah.
You guys have no idea, man. I've been meatless. I've been meat free for about 2 months now, maybe 2.5 months. I feel great. It's actually got me back in the gym. I'm off my antidepressant medication I was on for 5 years.
Congratulations.
Changing my diet, getting in the gym, getting more involved with grind mode has been a blessing, man. And I've been able to
Hell
Picking
yeah.
up good habits, laying down bad ones. Picking up
That's
good
dope.
habits, laying down bad ones.
Life motivational coach right here. If you want bullet line life advice, get at this guy. Get at it.
Yeah,
Get at
straight up. Straight up.
That's it.
Thanks for coming on the show, fam. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
it was a pleasure. We'll have you
Yeah.
on soon.
Hell yeah. So that was the Axe Mode podcast, Throwback Thursday, segment 3. It was season 1, episode 3, with our special guest, our very first guest, Trip B from Behind the Grind. Now, if y'all haven't been over to Grind Mode Cypher yet to check out Behind the Grind, they've got Venomous on there. They are interviewing Venomous, so make sure to hop over to Grind Mode Cypher and catch Behind the Grind with Trip B, Johnny Concepts, and their special guest Venomous. So that was the Axe Mode podcast. Make sure to join us next Tuesday, October 12th, when we bring you the very first episode of season 2. My name is YT Rhymes. I'm joining you from Terrace, BC, Canada. And as always, I am with my co-host,
Mr. East from Fox Cities, Wisconsin.
Hell
Hope you
yeah,
all have a blessed day.
hell yeah, we will see y'all next Tuesday, October 12th. Season 2 coming at you. Peace out, y'all.
Peace.